Now we will learn how equilibrium level of income is determined in the simple Keynesian model by means of a graph, or diagrammatically how equilibrium level of income is determined or equilibrium level of output in an economy is determined in simple Keynesian model graphically, that we will learn now. Retaining all the assumptions, if we retain all the assumptions that we have mentioned in the earlier class while discussing the simple Keynesian model mathematically, all those assumptions will be retained here. So keeping those assumptions in view, we will now determine the equilibrium level of income by means of a graph. So let us start. The determination of equilibrium level of income can also be explained in graphical terms also. On the horizontal axis, we plot the level of income, while in the vertical axis, we plot the consumption and investment. Consumption and investment. Some typographical errors may be there, you can correct it. So on the horizontal axis we are plotting the level of income, that is denoted by capital Y. Okay, since investment is autonomous, it is represented by a straight line parallel to the horizontal axis, and on the vertical axis what we have, on the horizontal axis we plot the level of income, while in the vertical axis we plot the consumption and investment. So consumption C, which is a function of level of income Y, and investment we are measuring on the vertical axis. Okay, since investment is autonomous, it is represented by a straight line parallel to the horizontal axis. Investment does not depend on anything as per the assumptions in the simple Keynesian model. So it is represented by a horizontal line parallel to the Y axis, that is I equal to a constant value, that is I prime. Okay, we have also drawn the Keynesian consumption function Cy. The Keynesian consumption function is also drawn. So the Keynesian consumption function, how it looks like this, we have already known the Keynesian consumption function. This is C is the function of Y. This is Keynesian consumption function. The Cy curve is an upward rising curve which intersects the 45-degree line from above. So here we have got a 45-degree line also. What is that 45-degree line? It is the aggregate supply line. It is the aggregate supply line, or it is the aggregate supply line, or the equilibrium line where the equilibrium will occur, because 45-degree line means at every point on this curve Y is equal to C plus I, or demand is equal to supply. But how much will be produced in the economy is determined by the aggregate demand. So let us now draw the aggregate demand curve. What is aggregate demand curve? Aggregate demand is nothing but the sum of consumption and investment. So Cy when added to I prime will shift a bit higher like this, and this will be our final aggregate demand curve. It intersects the 45-degree line at a point E. So at this point what happens? Aggregate demand, which is the C plus I prime curve, and the aggregate supply curve, that is denoted by the 45-degree line, intersects, and the equilibrium level of output is determined on the horizontal axis. If this is the origin O and this is M, OM is the equilibrium level of output. So in Keynesian model, the output is determined by the C plus I curve or the aggregate demand curve. What amount of output will be produced is determined by the aggregate demand curve. The point at which the aggregate demand intersects the aggregate supply gives us the equilibrium level of output or income. This point E is also known as the Keynesian cross. As per the economist, it is also known as the Keynesian cross. This equilibrium level of output may not be the full employment level of output. Why? Because full employment means all the laborers who are willing to work at the prevailing wage will get job. But for that we need the reference of labor market, but in simple Keynesian model there is no reference of labor market. So this OM may not be full employment level of output. But simple Keynesian model tells us how equilibrium level of output is determined by the aggregate demand curve. It is nothing but the point of intersection of the aggregate demand and aggregate supply curve or the 45-degree line. The crucial thing here is to be noted is that the output or the income is determined only by the aggregate demand. So Keynes was the first economist to emphasize on the role of demand in determining the output. He also played an important role in bringing out the world economy from the Great Depression of the 1930s.